One of the most dangerous strikers in the game, representing the undisputed era, Kylo inside the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and from Vancouver, British Columbia, weighing in at 200 pounds, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly has traveled the world over, learning new ways to hurt his opponent. Proficient in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, and many other martial arts.
Yeah, equally as equipped to trade strikes as he is to cinch in a debilitating submission hold.
I got a feeling someone's about to get their lights turned out, and it's not Kyle O'Reilly.
Look who's here! The Animal, Batista!
And his opponent, from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
I cannot believe the WWE Universe's reaction to Batista. This guy takes time out of his busy movie star schedule to return to WWE, and they've given him nothing but disrespect.
You have to respect the Animal.
Kyle O'Reilly wants to shock the system, and so far he's well on his way to reaching that goal.
Aside from Saxton's commentary, this has all the makings of an epic match.
And he's a proud guy. That title may not be on the line here, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want to win this match.
Ouch. Nicely executed. The flying forearm finds his target. Oh, this is dangerous right here. He's created his own opportunities to fly high here tonight. He's taking some offense, but he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now.
He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while. Watch out, that was power on top of more power. What a slam. Drop down. I can't tell you how many victims have suffered the same fate. This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. No luck against Batista there. Side slam. He's starting to stumble here. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
I wouldn't call for the medics just yet, Cole. He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
This match is so evenly contested right now that it's almost impossible to pick a winner. I guess we'll just have to settle in and enjoy the action.
You know, when Batista left Evolution, many felt he was a marked man, but the Animal managed to thrive on his own. Batista became beloved by the WWE Universe, and it propelled him to multiple world championships. This kind of offense he's known for.
Michael mentioned Batista's departure from Evolution, and that's when the Animal morphed into an alternate. However, after hellacious battles with John Cena, he instituted...
Kyle O'Reilly setting it up!
Uh-oh.
And O'Reilly makes him pay in the worst way.
What a shot.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
That might be the end of Batista tonight.
Look at Jim the Anvil Neidhart. We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
That creates a big opening here.
Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. There's the pinfall and the victory. These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look.
From the opening bell, this match was one for the ages.
Here
I'm
is your
almost
winner,
speechless.
the Animal, Batista!
Kyle O'Reilly wants to shock the system, and so far he's well on his way to reaching that goal.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
Toss to the outside. Oh, did you hear his back crack?
Military boom!
Back now inside the ring. Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match. Oh no! Elbow right to the back of the neck. Oof. Showing off some of his speed there. He wants no part of the outside. What a clothesline! Ouch! He's got the shoulders down, and he kicks out.
I was still in this one.
Batista showing the WWE Universe his rage and emotion. A nice shot by Batista. Up against the barrier now.
I think that barrier might be the only thing holding him up.
I think you're right.
Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
The body can't take much more of that. Back in from the floor. He's going for it all. Whoa! Oh, I think this man means business. He's displaying classic offense here. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
He lets it go.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Got the leg.
That'll take you down in a hurry. The human body can only absorb so much of that.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Oh boy, he is rolling.
And a savage clothesline. Batista returned to WWE in 2014 in the best shape of his career. The Animal entered the Royal Rumble match and stood nose to nose with upstart Roman Reigns.
It was absolutely electric, Michael. Batista eliminated Reigns to win the match and became only the 4th man to win the Royal Rumble twice.
Byron, he looks like he has no idea where he is.
Yeah, he is definitely on Dream Street, Michael.
What a brutal beating we've seen dished out so far here tonight. Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's locked in now.
But can he follow up here? And the odds just swung in Kyle O'Reilly's favor.
He somehow breaks free.
Nice, but he clearly has next to nothing left.
Oh, what a kick.
Ooh, but he's got to capitalize now.
There's almost no rebounding from a strike like that.
Bringing it back into the ring. Clearly on a mission here. Incoming! He's in a bad spot, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hightails it through the crowd. You should go with him, Byron.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Near a count out here, Corey.
It would be a shame if this ends in a count out, Cole.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Brain buster.
That has got to be it. Oh, man, Batista's in trouble now.
The cover, and this one's history. What a win. And here's a look back at some of the action from the previous match.
I could watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch.
Here is your winner, Kyle O'Reilly.
That's a big win, although there was a moment there where I thought it was going to go the other way.
Wow, I can't believe the amount of punishment.
for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Zelina Vega from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 215 pounds, Andrade Cien Almas.
Here comes Mr. Boring.
Mr. Boring?
This guy's got no personality, Byron.
And from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 220 pounds, Bryan Danielson.
When's the last time you think this Bryan Danielson kid had a date? He looks like the type of guy who would go to his prom alone. You can relate to that, can't you?
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
Dazzling move right there.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
Just a jaw-dropping moonsault.
He's starting to stagger a bit. He's going to want to make sure this doesn't snowball out of control.
What we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
And Bryan Danielson, a quick cover. And it's Andrade Almas kicking out with ease.
Still seems a little early.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Fantastic.
In position for a power bomb.
And that's not a good place to be, Cole.
Into the power bomb position now.
And that's not necessarily where you want to be at this point in the match.
Drop kick.
Beautiful.
How'd he do that?
I don't know, Michael, but good thing. I don't think he could have taken much more of that.
He's stuck. He breaks out.
He's not done just yet, Michael.
So special.
Here is your winner, Bryan Danielson.
It could have gone either way there for a while.
Michael, your pride.
This will surely be a true mano-a-mano test. It's amazing. For more than 50 years, men and women have entered this ring all in the name of greatness to see who is truly the best. I think when it's all said and done, we'll be talking about this match for a long time.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
Incredible. Almost connecting with a move to end this matchup.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
He wants no part of the outside. So damaging. Looks like he's starting to sweat now. He's going to have to cut off his opponent's offense quickly.
Yeah, but it looks to me like he still has plenty of energy in that body of his. I wouldn't look too much into this right now.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum.
Now that's how you make a statement. Perfectly executed. This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent.
This is a tough spot to find yourself in, that's for sure.
But if anybody could break free from this, it's this superstar right here.
Back in the ring again. He's starting to show signs of fatigue.
Nice.
I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Cole. This is just a little bump in the road for him here. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, man. Yeah, but if you count him out now, guys, you'd be making a very big mistake. Mark my words. And Andrade almost slips out of harm's way.
The damage has been done. When this guy's on, look out.
Guys, it's imperative he gets back in the ring.
Yeah, otherwise he's looking at a count out.
And he hits a vicious neck breaker. Inside the ring now. Oh, come on, not like this. This is not how I wanted to see this end.
Now let's take a look back at these guys in action.
Here is your winner, Andrade Cien Almas.
And the official decision is a countout.
Hey, rules are rules. You got to pay attention to the 10 count or you're going to lose. It's that simple.
Guys, it sounds like we can all agree that was an extremely impressive win.
is scheduled for one fall. And from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Pete Dunne.
Very rarely will you find a superstar who derives as much pleasure from hurting their opponent as Pete Dunne does.
The Fireflies are out. What's it like being in the ring with this man?
Psych.
You can bet that Pete Dunne is going to look to utilize his classic English mastery of submission holds and attacking an opponent's limbs. Dunne is also notorious for pushing the limits of WWE's rulebook.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
If Pete Dunne is one thing, it's tenacious. The Bruiserweight's natural instinct is to always attack his opponent. The assaults that follow are devastating to a superstar's well-being. Forget about winning or losing the match.
And Pete Dunne's finisher is appropriately named, Saxton. When a superstar gets dropped with the bitter end, they are not getting up.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
That could break a nose.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back. Bray Wyatt on the defensive.
Oh, man.
He may have to start reevaluating his game plan.
Bray Wyatt and his sister Abigail are from a world of darkness, despair, and pain. And today, this man leads his followers in finding a purpose to a higher truth. Bray Wyatt will give someone the choice to follow him or suffer unspeakable human anguish.
And now Bray Wyatt pushing forward.
I think the only person who knows where Bray Wyatt came from is Bray Wyatt. Look at this. And Dunne quickly kicks out.
Not yet. Too early.
And it's reversed. Lightning fast reflexes. He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Bray Wyatt being overwhelmed here.
He's in full control now. Now with complete control.
You have to think that's it. Look out. He might be in the beginning stages of an assault.
Oh, yeah.
Man, Bray Wyatt is going to let his feelings be known.
Float over.
Oh.
And there's a vicious DDT.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Ooh. Bray Wyatt is being outworked here tonight. Where do you think he should go from here? He'll need to find a way to turn things around here.
If he wants to win this thing, he's going to need to make some changes here. There's no way he can stay in this match if he doesn't.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
So impressive.
Pete Dunne is all about the intimidation. He's a man of few words, but actions like holding that United...
Dunne is in position. Dunne is in position.
For the bitter end.
Here's Pete Dunne into the quick cover.
Bringing back up Pete Dunne's penchant for intimidation.
He's done it. These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
Now look, we all knew this situation was going to explode sooner rather than later.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, I think this man means business.
But is it enough to defeat Wyatt here?
Dunne is in position.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
But is it enough to defeat Wyatt here?
Braun Strowman.
Batten down the hatches.
And standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at
For some time now, Corey, a long list of big men have entered WWE to take Big Show's place and put him out to pasture.
Yeah, and right at the top of that list is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. When these two behemoths square off, their combined weight nearly tops 800 pounds. That's a lot of pressure for a ring to support.
Well, the door's locked, and at this point, the competitors might just be wondering exactly what they've gotten themselves into.
You make a good point, Corey, about the pressure the ring goes under when Big Show is in there with another giant like Braun Strowman. The stretch to hold their capacity is nearly impossible and a recipe for destruction.
And we've seen that destruction several times. Off of a suplex, the two exploded the ring right off its bearings. But no one, including the monster among men, has been able to send Big Show off to that proverbial pasture.
He executes a textbook. The shoulders are down.
But Big Show kicks out.
Gonna take a lot more than that to keep the 7-footer down.
An Irish whip with authority.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be thrown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Big Show got it there.
Big Show in full control.
We spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life. No one leaves a steel cage match without scars.
Corey, you said something of value for once, and that anything is legal inside the steel cage. To that point, something else we've seen over the years is interference. Whether it's The Undertaker coming up through the ring or John Cena getting bashed in the head with the cage door from the outside, it's all legal in the cage. The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the...
Braun Strowman is getting ready here.
Oh my gosh, from what heights? Can he finish the job?
When this guy's on, look out.
Big Show!
Oh my God, the world's largest athlete with the world's largest spear.
He's back in control here.
As you may remember, Kurt Angle...
This just might be enough for him to take the victory here. Things just went from bad to worse for Braun.
He goes for the cover.
It's going to take a lot more than that to keep him down.
Yeah, good luck keeping those massive shoulders on the mat.
On the topic of Strowman's temporary firing, I could think of more.
Big Show's looking to end this right now. Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
Taken down with great force.
This has been a battle.
to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this. He's flagrantly breaking the rules. This could cause irreparable damage. Come on!
What you doing here, Corey?
Braun Strowman is going to have to revise his game plan because right now, the one he's using ain't working. He's absolutely running on fumes right now.
Monsters don't impart much.
He broke out of it. How in the world did he find the energy to do that?
Big Show just barely got out of the way there. Whoa, Strowman dodged that one.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
And here's the monster among men. Corey, look at the power.
Hellacious power slam.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Just a vicious bulldog.
Strowman is taking no prisoners right here. The toughness and grit we're seeing on display tonight in this steel cage match has been absolutely unbelievable.
Braun Strowman gets the win.
Let's look back on the action from the last match.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. This entire match was just one big highlight reel, and I didn't expect anything else.
Here is your winner, Braun Strowman.
What a back-and-forth battle that was.
And talk about displaying a never-say-die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
That's one of those personal WrestleMania moments and memories that will last a lifetime. I'm so glad we all got to be a part of it.
For some time now, Corey, a long list of big men have entered WWE to take Big Show's place and put him out to pasture.
Yeah, and right at the top of that list is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. When these two behemoths square off, their combined weight nearly tops 800 pounds. That's a lot of pressure for a ring to support.
Well, the door is locked, and at this point, the competitors might just be wondering exactly what they've gotten themselves into.
You make a good point, Corey, about the pressure the ring goes under when Big Show is in there with another giant like Braun Strowman. The stress to hold their capacity is nearly impossible and a recipe for destruction.
And we've seen that destruction several times. Off of a suplex, the two exploded the ring right off its bearings. But no one, including the monster among men, has been able to send Big Show off to that proverbial pasture.
Oh no, we could be looking at a power bomb.
I think you're right, Cole. Look out.
Definitely not where you want to be right now.
Gotta find a way to get out of this, Michael.
Warm up the buses. This one's over. This kind of offense he's known for.
And there's a chop.
The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983. Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship. It saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent
Look out, Braun Strowman is measuring.
Oh, Braun Strowman slamming into the mat.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
If I could turn back the clock to April 17, 2017, Byron, that was the night Braun Strowman did one of the most remarkable things I've ever seen when he delivered a ring-crushing superplex to the mighty Big Show.
Ring-crushing doesn't even begin to explain it, Michael. The ring literally imploded on impact. It was unlike...
And it's Big Show making a move.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
You guys mentioned how the ring collapsed when Strowman superplexed Big Show, which was amazing. But for me, the most amazing part was that Strowman was actually able to get back to his feet just moments afterward.
Yeah, the monster among men stood tall while the medical staff tended to Big Show and the referee, who laid motionless for several minutes following the impact.
We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa.
The world's largest athlete is on a roll, and that's something an opponent does not want to see.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time, so they...
Braun Strowman is getting ready here.
Oh my gosh, from what heights?
Looks like this show's over, guys.
Big Show. Spear!
That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
The weapon of mass destruction.
Just a devastating move by Big Show.
Will it be?
2, 3. Big Show has done it.
Unbelievable.
Let's take another look at these guys getting after it.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. Wow. I haven't seen a match like that in a long
Here is your
time.
winner,
I might go home and watch a replay. It was that good.
And there's your winner via pinfall.
You know, it didn't happen often, but I can attest.
For some time now, Corey, a long list of big men have entered WWE to take Big Show's place and put him out to pasture.
Yeah, and right at the top of that list is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. When these two behemoths square off, their combined weight nearly tops
pounds. That's a lot of pressure for a ring to support. Well, the door's locked, and at this point, the competitors might just be wondering exactly what they've gotten themselves into.
You make a good point, Corey, about the pressure the ring goes under when Big Show is in there with another giant like Braun Strowman. The stretch to hold their capacity is nearly impossible and a recipe for destruction.
And we've seen that destruction several times. Off of a suplex, the two exploded the ring right off its bearings. But no one, including the monster among men, has been able to send Big Show off to that proverbial pasture.
Man, Braun Strowman, what offense.
Oh, man. Oh, I think this man means business. Oh, man, that was nasty. Big Show faltering some.
He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense up to this point, but that can obviously all change here. Oof.
Just a matter of time now.
Oh, what a splash! Uh-oh, this doesn't look good, Byron.
Yeah, this is how people end up getting hurt.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Tough situation to be in right here.
Yeah, you have to think this is not going to end well.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
Braun Strowman is a force within the ring.
Braun Strowman fans with some reason to worry about here.
He's going to need to find a way to fire back.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment tonight. You don't step in the ring with this guy and walk away completely unscathed.
The good news for him is that his opponent's offense is likely packing a little less of a punch, considering all the damage.
The Big Show has the WWE Universe on its feet!
Victory is on the horizon.
Guys, if you wanted to see an example of a superstar coming full circle in WWE, you can look to the Big Show.
Well, you must be referring to the last time we saw Big Show was nearly identical to his first WWE appearance.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Returning to Big Show's first WWE appearance, Saxton, he was involved in a steel cage match where he damn near tore the cage off the hinges. And now his last match also involved the Big Show going through another steel cage. Now that is full circle.
Look out, Braun Strowman is measuring.
Oh, Braun Strowman slamming into the mat.
He's in the driver's seat now. Things just went from bad to worse for the Big Show.
Poor Giant.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Incoming. These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it. There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown.
Look at this. Oh, making a move. Choke slam.
This is his opportunity to win this thing.
Got the shoulders down. 2, 3.
This will go down as one of his hardest fought battles in WWE.
These guys were awesome. Let's take another look.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner, The Big Show!
And it's a win here tonight for the Big Show.
These guys look like a couple of hosses going at it out there. Great match.
And what an incredible journey it has been to get to this WrestleMania moment. Absolutely amazing.
For some time now, Corey, a long list of big men have entered WWE to take big Show's place and put him out to pasture.
Yeah, and right at the top of that list is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. When these two behemoths square off, their combined weight nearly tops 800
100 pounds. That's a lot of pressure for a ring to support. And guys, you can almost literally feel the electricity in the air for this Hell in a Cell match.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. Oh, I think this man means business.
Check out Braun Strowman's offense.
I feel a little silly asking this, given that there is probably no good answer. But, Corey, how do you beat Braun Strowman?
Well, you're right, Cole. That is a silly question because there's no blueprint when it comes to defeating a monster like Braun Strowman. The best advice I would give, I guess, is try to chop him down to size.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. Oh, I think this man means business.
Definitely looks like the Big Show is tiring out.
Big Show's taking a lot of damage.
Byron, Corey suggests trying to chop Braun Strowman down to size as a possible strategy against the monster among men. What do you think? Would that strategy work against Strowman?
Well, it's certainly worth a shot. If you take out Strowman's legs, then it becomes a mat game. I mean, you're probably going to get crushed, but maybe not as badly.
Down to the floor.
Many people see the Big Show dominating WWE competition and think everything he's done in sports has taken place in a ring. Big Show actually played NCAA basketball at Wichita State and was one of the most intimidating players on the court. I can't imagine Big Show chokeslamming anyone who is called for committing an intentional foul against him.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. One move after the other. It's devastating. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
Of course, guys, we all remember the 1998 battle between Mankind and Undertaker. And all these years later, fans still refer to it as one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches of all time. Braun Strowman faltering some.
But he's not appearing too worse for wear. At least not yet, anyway.
Not so fast, gentlemen. By my calculations, he's still very much winning this match. As Michael was saying, I will never forget the Mankind-Undertaker match.
Big Show! Big Show! Big Show!
Just a devastating move by Big Show.
The Big Show is putting on a big show right now.
Oh, he's got him here. He's got him. Oh!
Big, oh my God, the world's largest athlete with the world's largest spear. Warm up the bus, this one is over.
Things look
The weapon of mass destruction!
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
Here's the cover. One. Braun Strowman gets the shoulder up.
Yeah, this early, no chance.
Cover here. One. Digging deep for a kick out.
It'll take more than that.
He's making a statement here with this attack. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
Looks like this show is over, guys.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Looks like this show is over, guys.
And he's feeling his oats now.
Strowman. This is not going to be good at all.
Oh my gosh, from what heights?
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
That is exactly what Braun Strowman needed.
Executed perfectly. Man, Braun Strowman, what offense. At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured.
Just an awesome shoulder tackle.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him.
And he tosses him to the ground.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
Oh, I think this man needs business. Braun Strowman is getting ready here. This might be it.
Oh my, looks like this show is over, guys.
And it's Big Show making a move.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
This might just be one of the most intense Hell in a Cell matches I've seen in quite some time, guys.
Big Show shows us some clever offense here. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Oh, and the reversal by Big Show.
Check out Braun Strowman's offense.
He can be innovative at times.
The Big Show is putting on a big show right now.
Whoa, Strowman dodged that one.
Oh, I think this man needs business.
Big Show doing a great job of turning that around. Well executed.
The human body can only absorb so much of that. He's displaying classic offense here. There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown. And it's Big Show getting out of that one.
What's coming next?
Taking their time. Punch to the gut.
Took the wind right out of you.
And here's the monster among men. Corey, look at the...
Oh, hellacious power slam.
Looks like this show's over, guys.
This has been a war.
The battle wounds are visible on these superstars right now as this Hell in a Cell match somehow continues.
Got it.
You gotta believe this one's over. When you look inside that cell and see all this carnage, you can't help but wonder just how much more of this these superstars can take. Big Show just barely got out of the way there.
At this point,
And Braun Strowman's definitely doing what he can to get the psychological edge. These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
This might just be one of the most intense Hell in a Cell matches I've seen in quite some time, guys.
Back in the ring now.
I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at work or school, that's for sure. Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
And he's heading back in.
Man, Big Show never stops.
The weapon of mass destruction.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
And will this be it? 2, 3.
What a match. I mean, what an unbelievable match. What a victory.
We got our money's worth with that one. Take a look.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A
Here is your
legendary
winner,
performance.
The Big Show!
And there's your winner.
Great effort from both these guys, Mike.
Let's go, guys. Hell in a Cell coming up here.
Without a doubt, this is going to be one of the most hellacious matches we have ever witnessed.
The monster among men doesn't ask for permission nor ask for forgiveness. He simply destroys whatever lays in his path.
Braun Strowman is a Leviathan, Saxton, and sports entertainment has never experienced brute force like this from one human being.
Big Show got him there.
Here. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Hooked up.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Braun Strowman is a force within the ring.
Big Show losing some ground here.
I don't think anyone expected to see this.
But it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
If this is the only damage he walks away from this match with, Cole, he should...
Penny predicament. Needless to say, Brian, when it comes to Braun Strowman, you're simply not going to overpower him. With that in mind, though, what should the approach be when facing the monster among men?
Let's see. Hope you get lucky?
No, in all seriousness, if you're facing Braun Strowman, you'll need all the luck in the world just to survive, let alone win.
Byron, I think you should fight Braun.
I don't think so.
There he goes, crashing to the floor.
To Byron's point about needing luck against Braun Strowman, I'd say Kalisto used more than a little luck when he handed Strowman a rare loss in a dumpster match.
Kalisto was certainly lucky on that night, Cole. While the record books will show a win for the King of Flight, in reality, I'd say he walked away a loser after Strowman's post-match obliteration of him. I don't know about you guys, but for me, there is no greater thrill than being at the announce desk for a Hell in a Cell match.
Big Show wants to fly. Look out!
His shoulders are down. You know, I'm a little surprised, Corey, to hear you talk about the thrill of announcing a Hell in a Cell match, considering you were there when Shane McMahon shattered the announce desk at Hell in a Cell 2017.
I was there too, Michael, and I'll tell you, I will never look at Hell in a Cell matches the same after that.
You were? I'm not sure that this is the best time for Big Show to be playing mind games.
Just a remorseless assault on the neck.
Of course, guys, we all remember when the Hell in a Cell debuted in 1997 and how harrowing the structure looked. But it's worth noting that the cell has become even more ruinous in recent years.
He's always had the ability to take it up a notch.
Look out, Braun Strowman is measuring.
Oh, Braun Strowman slamming into the mat.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
You know, Corey's point about the cell evolving in recent years is absolutely right. In fact, Byron, the structure is now well over 5 tons.
And I believe that's more than twice as heavy as the original cell, Michael. And believe it or not, it's increased in height by nearly 5 feet.
He's targeting the midsection here.
Man, Braun Strowman, what offense. Big Show looks like he's really struggling right now under the pressure.
Big Show is on a mission to prove that he can still be dominant, saying, quote, "This match is important to me for redemption, for validation, and it's spear!"
Just a devastating move by Big Show.
The weapon of mass destruction.
That might have done it, Cole.
Looking for all the glory here. 2! And there's a kick out at 2.
Not yet.
We talk about sending a message. What power, what a slam, what damage.
Just a devastating move by Big Show.
Yeah, you don't see a slam like that very often.
Braun Strowman is taking a beating, and he could be out at any moment now. At this point, his confidence has to be at 0.
Man, check out Big Show's offense. He can be innovative at times.
When this guy's on, look out. Toss to the outside.
I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be.
That's how you make an impact. It's got to be over now. Big Show shows us some clever offense here.
Big Show nailed it!
That is a powerful human being.
Look at Big Show here. That's how you move up the ladder here in WWE. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
And it's, oh my God, the world's largest athlete with the world's largest spear.
There's a pin now. It's going to take more than that to keep his shoulders down.
That's all right, Cole.
The weapon of mass destruction.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. 2, 3. What a match. I mean, what an unbelievable match. What a victory.
That match deserves another look, folks.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary
Here is
performance.
your winner, The Big Show.
Strategy fell into place with that victory. When Braun Strowman is out here, forget about reinforcing the ring. I hope someone contacted the local building department to reinforce this arena.
Without a doubt, this is going to be... one of the most hellacious matches we have ever witnessed.
The monster among men doesn't ask for permission nor ask for forgiveness. He simply destroys whatever lays in his path.
Braun Strowman is a Leviathan, Saxton, and sports entertainment has never experienced brute force like this from one human being.
He tackles him to the ground.
Check out Braun Strowman's offense.
And he lands right on the small of his back. This can go a variety of different ways, Corey.
And almost none of them are good.
Braun Strowman is a force within.
I feel a little silly asking this, given that there is probably no good answer. But, Corey, how do you beat Braun Strowman?
Well, you're right, Cole. That is a silly question because there's no blueprint when it comes to defeating a monster like Braun Strowman. The best advice I would give, I guess, is try to chop him down to size.
Check out Braun Strowman's offense.
Byron, Corey suggests trying to chop Braun Strowman down to size as a possible strategy against the monster among men. What do you think? Would that strategy work against Strowman?
Well, it's certainly worth a shot. If you take out Strowman's legs, then it becomes a mat game. I mean, you're probably going to get crushed, but maybe not as badly. Of course, we all recognize Braun Strowman as a legitimate main eventer, but remember, guys, it wasn't that long ago that he was considered the black sheep of the Wyatt family.
The monster among men picks his opponent up. Oh my gosh, from what heights.
This one's over, guys.
As Byron was saying, Braun Strowman absolutely took orders from Bray Wyatt at one point. But that all changed following the 2016 WWE Draft, when Strowman broke out on his own and proved that he was indeed a monster among men.
And he did that, Cole, by defeating 2, 3, sometimes even 4 superstars at the same time.
Braun Strowman is a force within the ring.
Oh, Corey, he unloaded there.
Braun Strowman is getting ready here.
Guys, we oftentimes talk about the dangers.
Braun Strowman, what a maneuver.
Well, he got him.
Let's look at this again.
I agree with Michael's point on the dangers of this match. I mean, the environment is so brutal for all involved. Just go back to look at referee Tim White after he officiated one of those matches.
Yeah, he was never the same after that. In fact, White said Hell in a Cell ruined his life.
Firmly in the driver's seat after that slam.
And there's the reversal from Big Show.
Big Show got it there.
Big Show in full control.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Well done. He's making a statement here with this attack.
Some of the all-time greats in this business utilized the running power slam as a finishing maneuver. None of them had the utter force that Braun Strowman's version possesses.
Braun Strowman fans with some reason to worry about here.
With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
If his opponent somehow wins this thing, we could likely go back to this moment as the turning point of the match.
The running power slam from Braun Strowman shows this mammoth's incredible athleticism and raw power. A lot more than the match could be over after Strowman drops you with that maneuver.
Being put in Braun Strowman's running power slam is like being picked up for a ride in an amusement park that purposely makes a crash landing.
Of course, guys, we all remember the 1998 battle between Mankind and Undertaker. And all these years later, fans still refer to it as one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches of all time.
As Michael was saying, I will never forget the Mankind-Undertaker match. Just the sight of Mankind flying through the air is something that'll be ingrained in my memory forever.
And while Mankind's the story of that match, I think a lot of people forget it was actually Undertaker who walked out of that match victorious.
Real quick, let's remind everybody that there are no rules inside a Hell in a Cell, meaning the referee's sole job in this match is to call for the bell following a 3 count or submission.
If you're just tuning in, this is Hell in a Cell. Just as important as Byron's point about there being no rules inside the cell, the same holds true for outside the structure. As we've seen many times in the past, superstars don't always stay within the cell.
No, they don't, Cole. In fact, a lot of times you'll see them competing on top of the cell of all places.
Bringing it back between the ropes.
Got him up.
Oh, and a vicious assault. Big Show's looking to end this right now.
You know, guys, it's not uncommon for superstars to practice a little hyperbole when it comes to nicknames. For example, King Kong Bundy isn't really a walking condominium, but when it comes to Braun Strowman, there is no more fitting moniker than the monster among men.
So it's kind of like when they call you JR Jr., right?
I've never heard that one. Oh boy, he is rolling.
And it's spear!
Just a devastating move by Big.
He's got him covered. 2! He kicks out before 3.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
What a brutal beating we've seen dished out so far here tonight. So damaging.
Man, Big Show never stops.
Oh, and a terrific reversal by Braun Strowman.
These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
He gets it with a reversal.
Incredible! This has to be it. He's throwing the rule book out the window.
And he goes for the pin. Not enough to end this one.
Not yet. Too early.
He's always had the ability to take it up a notch.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. How are these superstars even still going, guys? I mean, they have to be on fumes right now.
Things are not looking very good right now. Going to have to find a way to regroup.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
Now back to the ring. Back between the ropes. And a nice takedown. Look out, Braun Strowman is measuring.
Oh, Braun Strowman slamming into the mat.
And there it is, boys. Even better the second time around.
And the cover for the win. 2, 3. Yes! Takes it! These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
I can watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch. I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history.
And that's a win for Braun.